On this episode of the Globe News Report,
a local park in Goshen put up Christmas lights for the holiday festivities.
The Lerner Theater celebrated its Centennial anniversary.
Collin Echols takes us through a recap of GC athletics.
We'll have a blooper reel, your community calendar, and more. That's coming up on the Globe News Report.
Welcome inside the Globe studios for the last Globe News Report of the semester. I'm Liliana Herrera.
And I'm Alyssa McDonald.
Alyssa, it's finally the holiday season, which means we get to do a holiday edition of the News Report.
I am super excited, Lily. The holiday show is always one of my favorites. It's a little less serious, a lot more fun, and a great way to start off the semester break. In honor of the festivities, Shanklin Park is hosting its Nights of Lights event until January. Tyson Miller has the story.
Goshen Park's Night of Lights returned to Shanklin Park last week for its third year. Kimberly Stevens, Recreation Supervisor for Goshen Parks and Recreation, noted the flexibility of the light show, able to be enjoyed in many ways.
You can walk, ride your bike still. You know, some people are still riding their bikes in the winter, believe it or not, as our paths are maintained anyhow. So they will bike it, walk it, or drive in a car.
The display is a large undertaking and requires lots of people and departments to pull off.
Our superintendent, Tanya Heidi, and I, we find vendors, select pieces that we like and we think that the community would enjoy. We, then purchase those and have those delivered. And then the maintenance department, they step in and takes them a good week or two to set them all up. So we've gone to a couple showrooms too and just kind of walked through. It's like a kid in a candy store. You're like, oh, that one's so cool. Let's get that one. So new this year are a couple Grinch pieces, which I love. We have a dinosaur that another staff member picked out. So it's not just Tanya and I. The whole staff comes together and picks out pieces.
The effort is worth it, though, as the display has been popular.
This is probably our fourth or fifth time this year.
We live close and Henry loves the lights, so we drive through occasionally.
Out of all the displays, a few stand out as favorites.
Probably the gift right behind you, the giant gift. Henry,
what's your favorite?
What's your favorite light? Can you tell her what her favorite light is?
Blue.
Blue.
Okay.
Blue's your favorite color. Is the Tyrannosaurus Rex your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The lights are open every day free of charge from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. until January 1st. For Globe News, I'm Tyson Miller.
How can you not be a fan of the holiday festivities with fun lights like that?
You'd have to be a real Scrooge. And I actually drove through the lights last night, and they were really amazing. For as small of a town as Goshen is, they really know how to decorate their lights.
Absolutely. After the break, we'll switch gears and give you a semester recap on GC Sports. You're watching the Globe News Report.
Goshen students enjoy an amazing record of success. What's the secret? It starts with hands-on learning experiences. Whether it's a service project in Peru, a sustainability semester at our Environmental Learning Center, or broadcasting for our award-winning radio station, it adds up to life-changing perspectives and real-world skill development that makes a difference to future employers. And it's all available at a campus that makes everyone feel at home. Come hang out with us and see for yourself. Schedule your campus visit today at goshen.edu/visit.
Welcome back to the Globe News Report. Like you said before the break, Lily, we're going to switch things up to sports.
That's right, and for a recap on the semester's successes for sports, we'll throw it to Collin Echols.
Thanks, guys. What a wild but fun semester it has been for Maple Leaf athletics. The year started off hectic with now former athletic director Erica Albertine transitioning into a new role and Chad Coleman taking over as the interim AD. Regardless of the unknown, there was still plenty of history to be made. You can't talk about a successful athletic semester without mentioning Goshen's beloved mascot, Dash the Squirrel. Dash turned 2 this year and has clearly become a favorite during their appearances at games. Dash here's to many more successful years as the face of GC athletics. The bowling team starts off the list with their inaugural season and talk about a hot start. Rebecca Music placed first out of 121 women's bowlers and led the team to a 4th place overall finish out of 14 teams at the Dirty Bird Classic. Speaking of hot starts, how about women's basketball opening up their season with a bang under first-year head coach Tyra Carver? In the season opener against the University of Michigan Dearborn, the Leafs took a massive win, 116-63. That's the second most points in a game in program history. There were a total of 34 assists, which is the most in a game since the NAIA started keeping track of single-game stats. GC won 3 straight to start the year. Men's basketball got into the history books as well. They broke a 38-game losing streak that spanned across 3 seasons with a 113-95 victory over Kuiper College, the most points scored in a single game by the team since 2017. As a whole, the team sank 26 three-pointers, which is a new school record. It also ties Goshen as the second most threes made in a game across the entire NAIA, and is the most by any NAIA team since 2020. And of course, you can't forget to mention the cross-country teams. The women's squad punched their ticket to the NAIA Nationals for the second year in a row. Mercy Chibet set a school record in the race with a time of 21 minutes, 46.9 seconds, and finished 36th out of 306 runners. On the men's side, Matthew Katani went solo to the Nationals race. He finished with a school record time of 24 minutes, 21.5 seconds, and placed 17th out of 326 racers. Both Chibet and Katani were named NAIA All-Americans. What a blast of a semester it has been for the athletic department. Hopefully, the trend continues as we transition into the spring. Alyssa, Lily, back to you.
Collin, thanks so much for the recap. GC sports have been quite impressive so far.
I could not agree more. We've had a lot of success to celebrate, and I can't wait for even more next semester. And speaking of celebrating, the Lerner Theater celebrated 100 years of operation. Anna Alves and Josiah Miller have more.
In 1924, the Lerner Theater opened its doors for the first time. Since then, they have become a staple of the Elkhart community.
Diana Lawson is the chair of the Lerner 100 celebration. She spoke about what an accomplishment it is for the theater to have been open for this long.
I was aware of, we were coming up to the 100-year celebration, but I think until you actually get there, you don't really realize, the magnitude of 100 years. When you start thinking about that, you're like, wow.
In 2008, the Lerner was renovated, bringing new life to the theater while maintaining the original look and feel.
One of the greatest things about this theater is when you look around and you see how beautiful it is, that in fact it's as beautiful as the day that it opened 100 years ago. So we Elkhartans are really proud of that.
On the outside, the Lerner has kept a tradition of putting up holiday window displays since 2020. This year, the windows may look a little different, instead representing the history of the theater.
They've always been very holiday oriented. This year, they celebrate the history of the building. And so from the inception of the Lerner in 1924 and through all of its different renamings through the year until back to the Lerner after the renovation. So each window represents a different phase of what the building lived through, and people can learn a little bit about the history, which I think is really fascinating to folks.
That was Craig Gibson, the Executive Artist Director for Premier Arts. They've been the resident theater company since the Lerner went by its old name, the Elko.
You can't imagine downtown Elkhart without the Lerner. The people come from all over the country, depending on who's performing. And so it really is like a magnet for activity and arts opportunities.
The Lerner holds a special place within the community and the town. Brian Thomas, volunteer usher, is a native of Elkhart.
Well, a lot of people say that downtown is the heart of Elkhart, and the Lerner is the soul of Elkhart. It's our home for fine arts and music and entertainment and gatherings such as this.
The theater will be celebrating Centennial all year long with special events, guests, and performances.
Reporting for Globe News, I'm Josiah Miller.
And I'm Anna Alves.
Alyssa, you got to be there to witness the celebration. How was it?
Lily, it was so much fun. I'd actually never been to the Lerner before, and just going in, seeing all the happy faces, all the people, it was really a great experience. So I would say if you've never been, this is definitely the time to check it out. And after the break, we will take a look at the Globe bloopers for the semester and get you into your community calendar. You're watching the Globe News Report.
Do you dream of a place to belong, to begin your journey, and to believe in something bigger than yourself? A place where you aren't lost in the crowd, but are part of the team. Communication professionals are in high demand, and Goshen College will give you the tools and hands-on experience to transform your passions into a rewarding career. Begin your career in journalism and be an agent of change at the best college newspaper in the state of Indiana, The Record. Begin a filmmaking career with 5 Core Media and work on Emmy-winning productions that propel graduates to Hollywood and beyond. And take our Semester in LA program to get a jump start in the industry. Begin your career as a public relations major, one of the fastest growing professions in the country. Begin a rewarding broadcasting career on the air at 91.1 The Globe, the best college radio station in the nation. Be a DJ, host TV shows, and broadcast live sports. Believe in yourself and make it possible at Goshen College.
Inside the Globe studios, this is the Globe News Report. Alyssa, we don't always get these shows done in one try, so the bloopers are always so much fun.
And why don't we look at some of those bloopers for the year?
Local business. After the break, joining... Did you start laughing?
No, I was coughing. I'm trying to hold in my cough. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. I thought you started laughing. I was like, oh my God.
No, I was really holding it in so I wouldn't interrupt.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Do you like my Willy Wonka? Kyle, can we keep it in?
Can we keep the Willy Wonka?
Can we keep the Willy Wonka in? That's okay. Does Kyle approve the crosstalk? I think it's me personally, I think it's super elevated.
At Trine University, to face the Trine University Thunder, they'll be, oh man.
For all our fall student athletes with the Maple Leaf Minute.
Because of the thing.
Are we stopping because of the fire truck?
Oh.
When do you want me to do my panel?
Was I talking too fast? Anyone?
A little bit.
I feel like I was really speeding through it. I'm gonna. My shoulder cracking.
You're good, man.
Let's go.
We need to find out where that light went. It's so dark in that corner. There was a light. Do you remember that? There was a light that was just like up there shining down, and now it's just gone and no one knows where it went.
Do we have it?
No, this is a whole thing where we were like, where'd the light go? And we never found out.
Hold on, I'm doing it again. Nobody said go, so just give a second.
Oh, okay, cool. I just kind of figured. Sorry.
Oh, what is this alfalfa look?
Lily, it always makes me laugh to see our bloopers throughout the year.
Definitely, but we're going to get back to the serious topics and get right into that Christmas community calendar. We'll keep it local and right at home. Tonight is First Fridays in downtown Goshen. The theme is Hometown Holiday. Seasonal foods, drinks, and festivities will take place from 5 to 9 p.m. with the ceremonial tree lighting starting at 6:30 p.m.
In Elkhart, the County 4-H Fairgrounds are hosting the Holiday Lights event. It's a holiday light experience. From 6 to 10 p.m., you can drive through while enjoying the Christmas festivities. The event will last until December 27th.
Signature Lanes will be hosting Santa and Magic on Saturday the 7th from 12 to 4 p.m. Kids can meet Santa and take a photo from 12 to 2:30. Then at 3 p.m., there will be a magic show by Kevin Long.
And lastly, the Festival of Carols is back at the Goshen College Music Center. It's an annual Christmas music celebration and brings the talent of 4 choirs and an orchestra to bring the holiday cheer to the community. Performances start tonight at 7:30 p.m. and will continue until December 8th. Tickets are $20.
That's going to do it for the Globe News Report.
Make sure to check us out on all of our social media pages at 911 The Globe on Facebook, Instagram, and the X app.
And don't forget our website, globeradio.org, for more Globe content, and the Globe Radio app, so you can take the Globe with you wherever you go without missing a beat.
That's going to do it for us this semester on the Globe News Report. For everyone behind the scenes, I'm Alyssa McDonald.
And I'm Liliana Herrera. Thanks for watching.